Well, hello there everybody, Rosanna here with the lovely Despina, a fellow Greek origin. I've actually just come round to be with Despina because this is probably the last time I'm going to see you before this baby comes, and then I'm going to be at your birth, hopefully, all being well, right?
Yeah.
And I'm only just really starting to talk about my fertility work, but I think that I've known you an incredibly long time, haven't I? And before you started coming to the gentle yoga class, so Despina's been a Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me program graduate. Hello everybody who's joined us, and also Conceive with Ease. Welcome, welcome. And I'm trying to think how quickly you came to be pregnant after doing Conceive with Ease.
Oh gosh, I think maybe about 9-ish months.
9 months,
like
yeah. I think
something like that, a year.
What had happened was you'd done the Fearless program and then realised you just needed some time for yourself and for Pedro, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now Despina is now 39 weeks.
Yeah.
With this miracle baby, because we had years and years and years of you coming to gentle yoga every week, going for acupuncture. This was before the Conceive with Ease course. Going to acupuncture, weren't you? You were having some reflexology, you were doing all the stuff you're supposed to do, but nothing was really happening.
No, nothing was really shifting it.
And I met you when you said that you think you've been trying since you were...
About 31.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you mind me asking how old you are now?
I'm 38.
38, so it's been a long time, right? She looks great, doesn't she?
Been a little while.
And what do you feel, come to this place, because if you remember that I used to say to you, you're going to have a baby, you're going to have a baby, right? And everyone who I worked with also felt you were as well, but what was the big shift that needed to go on in you?
I suppose kind of for me it was just the believing that it was actually going to happen, and I think through doing kind of the Fearless program and then obviously doing the Conceive with Ease program, it was just nice to shift all that stuff that I had. Obviously there was a lot more baggage there than I realised I was even carrying myself, and I really needed to start to believe, and I think that's kind of what I started doing. And as soon as I started believing, the first cycle we had, and boom,
done.
Boom baby.
That's it, boom baby. Hey baby. We don't know whether this is a baby boy or a baby girl. Hello Brenda, hello Vicky, lovely to see you both. So yeah, basically it's a baby.
Surprise.
A surprise. Yes, so one of the things I talk about in the program is ask, desire, believe, receive. And it's the hardest thing for someone to actually believe something before they see it. And this is where so many people give up. It's like, no, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. But you had been through, do you want me asking how many rounds you'd been through with IVF?
I think this was about the 5th round.
This was the 5th round over that time period.
Yeah.
So
you sort of spread them out a bit just because of money and stress levels, and just it's not nice kind of doing them really close together. It's quite hard anyway.
And how soon after starting your trying journey did you have your first round of IVF?
Oh gosh, I think it was maybe, I don't know if it was maybe 6 months to a year. I think it was, I think it was, in honesty, maybe a bit too soon.
Too soon to have gone for the first cycle.
To have gone kind of from finding out obviously that there were issues there, and then kind of going straight into it. So.
What issues did you have? Because I think this is another thing, is I often get people go, well, I know I've got a medical condition, so I'm going to have IVF, and I'm like, do the Conceive with Ease course first. So what were the issues?
Well, for us it was that I've got a low ovarian reserve, so I've got a low AMH, so I just haven't got as many eggs as sort of a woman kind of my age should have.
Apparently, according to statistics. Yeah. However, what did we find on the course? What actually happened? Because I remember you messaging me and going, you're not going to believe this, but ...
Oh gosh.
She's pregnant, I might have to remind her. Do you remember the egg reserves went up?
Yes, they did, sort of during the course. So,
Which is supposed to not happen, because apparently we're born with all of our eggs. So how does an ovarian reserve go up?
Yeah, because I think it doubled. But the other thing as well, which I think from sort of doing both the courses, I think even more maybe the Fearless, was just that I suppose it changed my mindset a little bit from kind of thinking about what I didn't have to thinking about what I do have and being grateful for what I do have, because that I think has really been a massive shift in me. I think kind of, and being grateful for you know, all of my godchildren, my nieces, my nephews, and just enjoying them, which to be honest, I don't think I really did.
Well, before it was the absence, wasn't it? It was always like, why don't I have one of these? Why can't I? And this is so common. And I think this is the distinction for people who aren't quite sure what we're talking about. The Fearless, Empowered and Free to Be Me program is for anybody who wants to be fearless, empowered and free to be themselves. And it's a really good starting point if you're thinking about wanting to become a parent but you're not quite there on the journey yet. The Conceive with Ease course is specifically around clearing the blocks around fertility, and kind of looking at your relationship with yourself in relationship to your relationship with your mother, your father, your partner, and all the subconscious programming. But it was almost like, I remember you had been so focused on baby, and then you did the Fearless course because Conceive wasn't even ready yet, if you remember, but it brought it back to you, and you actually came to a point. I remember you saying, I don't want to try again right now, I don't want another round, I just want it to be me and Pedro and enjoy my life. And it was almost like you had another teenhood again, but like a happy teenhood, didn't you? Like where you
just had a break, just some time for ourselves, because it was just kind of focusing on it was getting a bit too much. So
was it?
Yeah, it's just nice to have a break, I think, from it all.
I remember you wearing a lot of yellow, and I remember you going through quite a lot of rebellion. Like it was like you were spending money.
With Rochelle as well.
And you were now that was another really important thing, was the sound element.
And the baby loves sound now, so I still obviously go every week to see Rochelle. So the baby loves sound.
And that was one of the things that really came up in terms of whenever I'm working with fertility clients, I like to know that they're also getting some kind of nutritional advice. They're going for acupuncture or reflexology. They're doing, well, the yoga is included as part of the Conceive with Ease program, but going to a gentle yoga class every week is really helpful. Looking at how you exercise and when you exercise in your cycle is really helpful. Thank you for the hearts. And also sound work can be amazing for clearing really, really deep ancestral stuff, which for you, there was some serious stuff you were carrying through your bloodlines. And it's that heaviness that we don't even realise, like what we're carrying. We don't even realise what we're holding. So seeing you get lighter and brighter, that's what I see in your face. It's just, there's so much heaviness that's gone. And you look more peachy and coloured than I've ever known you while you've been pregnant. So it's just been lovely. And this baby has been so longed for. I mean, every baby is, but my goodness, since you were 31, that's a long time. 7 years to be waiting for this baby. So to have gone through 5 rounds of IVF as well, I mean, that's tough going for anybody, really. And to clear all of that and to have got healthy again, which you really focused on doing, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. With the food and the green juices and
bone broth.
Bone broth, that was really good. Yeah, definitely chicken bone broth. Yeah, was really, really good. So
get off the high carb, low fat diet. That is no good for anybody who wants to have a baby. Okay, it's got to be
potatoes and beetroot and stuff like that. So,
stodge. Well, I think that we can probably leave this here, but just to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing a live stream. We're going to put an event out tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest, but I'm going to be doing a live stream on Friday, which explains more about the work I do with fertility clients and why I have, a rate that's triple what the IVF clinics have, and why that is the case, because, there's a difference between fertilising an egg and a sperm, and calling that a success, and actually preparing for parenthood, whether you in the end conceive through your own egg, your own sperm, or whether you get some kind of egg or sperm donor or you adopt. In the end, preparing to be a parent it's like a 360 thing. It's not something you just do with one aspect of your being, and the quality of your relationship with yourself and your partner and life is intrinsic to how safe you feel to bring babies into the world. So we'll cover that later, but this baby may have arrived by then, might not. Due date's next Monday, new moon's next Monday. No pressure on the due date, only 5% of babies come on their due date, but very exciting to be sharing this adventure with you. And I knew it was going to happen.
exciting.
So
exciting.
Anything else you want to say? I mean, to anybody who, would be... I think particularly we think about people who've spent an awful lot of money on IVF, and it's like, why would you spend an awful lot of money with me? If you had to make a choice with IVF, you had to make a choice with coming and doing the work with me.
I mean, I'd say definitely obviously we were spending all the money on doing the IVF, and obviously it wasn't clearly working, it wasn't enough. So And I think I needed to do that work just to clear all the baggage that I was kind of carrying, and kind of reverse my mindset, and just kind of, you know, be more grateful and just be more present, and which I think the course kind of gave me. And also the support. I mean, all the lovely ladies that I did the course with, we're all still in touch, and kind of, you know, it's just lovely having that support there for each other. Kind of, you know, we're all obviously at different stages of our journeys,
so three down. Three. This one's the third, the bun in the oven. 2 have had their babies, and 2 we're waiting on. But it's all it's amazing. It's been an amazing journey. Yeah, it is just a matter of time, and I think this is the thing: is when you do work the program, it works, and it's about believing in yourself. Divine timing. She learnt to let go and let God, and yeah, really, yeah, just not giving up. That's what it comes to. Yeah. Being in the vibration of it. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Any questions you got, let me know. Anyone who's actually interested in booking a breakthrough call with me to find out more. Is that actually Rochelle? Yeah, we got Rochelle in there. Big up to Rochelle. There's the sound healer, who's awesome. She rocks, and she does great work. So singing bowls, crystal singing bowls. You can do one-to-ones with Rochelle, and you can also go to her group singing bowl baths, which are on alternate Sundays or one Sunday a month at Coulsdon Bowling Club. When I put this up, Rochelle, just put a link to what you're doing, babe, okay? But she's gone now. She's like, oh no, we've outed her. Anyway, sending you loads of love. And yes, if you would like to know more, follow the interest link and you can book a breakthrough call with me. They are now £100, but what will happen is you will get a breakthrough through the call. And if you decide that you're going to work with me either group or one-to-one, then you are going to end up with putting that £100 to your course. So it's how you make a commitment. Hey, Michael, lovely to see you online. Dude, we're just finishing now, but I hope you find it useful. Sending loads of love. There'll be a big live stream on Friday. Take care now. Bye.